What's up, everybody? Today I've got just a quick review for you, as well as my daily news and rumors short, which was up late today. I'm sorry about that, but today I'm reviewing Nicolas Cage's new movie, Dream Scenario. It's going to be as spoiler free as possible, so for those of you who haven't seen it, this is going to be a review for you guys too. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. As always, I'll get my cons done first and complain about right off the bat. First off, I didn't enjoy the first 30 minutes or so of this movie. It definitely gets off to a slow start, but once it catches its feet, it's running like Forrest Gump. That is, until we get to the end of the movie where I think it stumbles and falls on its face. It's got such a strong middle, or you could even say second act, and unfortunately, it didn't stick to landing with. It's not even the whole third act, it's like I don't know, maybe the last 5 minutes or so, that final few scenes. And then finally, and this one does hurt to say because I just don't like doing this kind of thing, but the entire supporting cast in this movie was very weak. I'm talking like everyone, literally everyone except Nicolas Cage was forgettable. I don't know if it's because this movie is so Nicolas Cage centric, none of them got to really do anything memorable, so they weren't that impressive, but I hope that is the case because I try not to destroy actors, especially ones with smaller roles, but man, let's just leave off with the supporting cast for this movie didn't get the best shot to succeed, and where we'll end this section. Moving on to the pros of the movie, which is my favorite section of every review, kicking this off is the second act or middle hour I talked about briefly just before, and it's the dream heavy section and the combination of the weird dream scenarios we see on screen and Nicolas Cage's acting both in these dreams and in real life. I could have watched 3 straight hours of just this. Then, it only makes sense to praise the man himself, Nick Cage, for an outstanding performance in this movie. He's at that point in his career where he could kind of just drift around Hollywood, not caring about what he does, but he continues to deliver great performance after great performance, and I'll be there every time. I think he actually had his funniest scene, sorry, at least one of. I may be jumping the gun calling it his funniest scene. He's got a lot of them, but the point is, the scene was so funny I singled it out, which I usually don't do just for single scenes in these reviews, but I just couldn't help it here. So there's a scene where he's with one of the people who's had his dreams, and she also worked with Michael Cera's character, I believe. I believe her name was Molly, and she tries to get into a little sexy time with him, and he comes in his pants. And if it's not the funniest scene for his career, it's definitely the hardest I've laughed at a movie this year. This movie was just all around pretty funny, actually. So that's going to wrap up the pro section here, the comedy. Even in the first 30, which was rough, there were bits in there that got a good chuckle out of me or even a full on laugh. But it's the dream heavy. There's something about Nicolas Cage walking around people's dreams, not doing anything, that just had me dying laughing. What was even funnier than the dreams was the support group scene, which is almost set up like the dreams, but when they all scatter after he says a single word that was up there on the list, it definitely might be the best moment of the movie. And so that'll do it for my review of Dream Scenario. It's a really fun movie, and if you enjoy theater audiences for comedies, this is a good one to go and see. For me personally, this one is going to land at a 7 out of 10 thanks to Cage's performance and the dream section of the movie. Also, stay tuned this week as tomorrow I'm going to have my Silent Night review up. The day after that, I'll have The Boy and the Heron review up. And the day after that, I'll have my Godzilla Minus One review up. It's a big week for movie reviews here on the channel. But as always, I want to know what you guys thought about this movie, so let me know down in the comments below what you'd rate it and some of your thoughts on the movie, and make sure you have a great day.